right. Looks like time management for me on this call because you are too loaded. Now we have dwelt almost more than half of the time on the music. It means that we can't exhaust this music. We can't exhaust this music side. Maybe we should have dedicated this interview to the music side, but I know you are more loaded than the music side. Let's talk about immigration. You are an immigrant in South Africa.
Okay.
And you know that South Africa is one of the go-to countries of many Nigerians. And let me look at it this way. And you know there's a lot of things surrounding South Africa and Nigeria. Now, we have heard of, I don't want to go into the politics of things. I mean, it gets so bad that when there's xenophobia, Nigerians are usually targets, right? I had my younger sister who came to Saudi, and the moment xenophobia happened that year, we're looking for the whole thing to calm down, for her to remain alive, and then for us to bring them back home, to say, please come back home, my immediate younger sister. Okay, how have you been able to survive all of these years despite that hostility? And you are playing most of your clients, and your brother, most of your clients are like 70% Caucasian. Are you getting me? You knock all the doors of the VIPs, VVIPs, high and mighty, government officials, corporate bodies and everything, and then you still play for those who can afford your services among the Black community. Are you not scared with all of those xenophobia things, all of those crime things? You know, sometimes people are implicated, sometimes people actually, they are culprit, they are culpable, and then have you been able to navigate it? Have you been able to integrate, to blend, to be accepted? Because we see your face everywhere, you don't seem to be under any, pressure or tension. How has it been for you?
You see, first thing I would like to say is, everywhere in the world is not safe. There's tension everywhere in the world. In Nigeria, there's tension. There's problem everywhere. There's problem in the north in Nigeria. In Lagos, if you don't know your way, you enter Oshodi, then go grab you, collect your food. If you go Mushiolosha, go they do too much, then go hold you, collect things for your hand. So if you have lived in Lagos before, you can live anywhere in the world. All you need to do is understand the city, understand the system, and know the do and the don't. Yeah, there's a lot of crime in South Africa, that's true. But it doesn't mean that everywhere you go in South Africa, there's somebody who wants to rob you. No. When you talk about the downtown in Johannesburg, it's dangerous.
Hey, hold on. Sorry. You remember one day when we went to that, where was I coming from? You needed to come and pick me. I went from South Africa to, where is this place now? Swaziland. And the bus broke down the road because I went by road and I was coming back and I came back too late. And you had to tell me, bro, I was under the bridge in that MTN Rand area. You know, that's the destination where the bus, you were going to come and pick me, but it was already lonely. And you remember how you advised me, the park, that I should put my hand in my pocket. You remember how you have to coach me so that I can remain like a tough guy. And I was carrying bags. You remember? Anyway, maybe you have forgotten, but I remember.
I remember when you went to Swaziland.
Continue. So, I mean...
So that's an example now. Let me make a pure example that people in Nigeria can understand. If you want to go to, go to buy like lace and all those things.
Balogun, Lagos
and you
Island.
are carrying money. You want to go to Lagos Island and you carry money, cash on you. You don't need to wear suit and wear tie. You don't need to wear a lot of, gold and all those things. You need to dress like the Lagos Island guys. You can just wear some palm sandal and wear short knicker and you are having money on you. I bet you nobody will stop you.
Streetwise.
Some nice arm, some shade on you, and the way you walk, don't be looking like JJC. Face where you are going, somebody stop you and say, hey, please, no, I don't know, please, sorry. You face where you're going. The same thing to Johannesburg. You will be going, somebody will use their body to hit you. And they will tell you, hey, you the one you step on me. But they step on you. All they're trying to do is psychology. They need you to stop and have conversation with them. So another person can take something from your pocket.
How have you been able to survive all the there have been different rounds of xenophobia? I know you must have experienced like 2 or 3 since you got to Southie. Is that not a threat to your business? I know you say you try to be streetwise and stay out of trouble and know the do's and don'ts.
Yeah.
Don't you feel like, no, I want to go back home. It's better to be alive. And tell us about that, especially the kind of, and then, recently some people came out with more online additional kind of hostility between South Africa and Nigeria that is not necessary. One random guy will just say one silly thing online and everybody will jump on it because they already have that kind of bile and mindset. How are you able to navigate those moments of tension? If you are playing football, it is us against them or them against us. If there's rivalry between Bafana and our Super Eagles, they can even use that and slap somebody. Then this xenophobia thing that people have to leave town, so people feel that it's not safe, there could be shooting, burning of people, stabbing. They are hostile to a lot of blacks, but it looks like Nigerians also are particular target. But you have been able to just stay in that system. I mean, tell us about it. How are you able to survive in that? And they believe that a lot of our guys peddle drugs, let's say the way it is, that some of our guys peddle drugs and give the rest of us a bad name. You remember where Crystal Mall, when I came in Ramberg, you took me to Crystal Mall for shopping. You took me to some other places in Ramberg, around that mechanic area, around some of those Pakistani stores. You will see some of our guys who are from some other, part of Nigeria who are doing their thing. You don't even need to be a South African or to be, you will know that this, what they are doing, they are even doing it openly. And they look at all Nigerians like that. Some people get shot just because Nigeria is just like you are branded as if you are something that is like, you understand what I'm saying, in a negative fashion.
Yeah.
How have you been able to remain clean in the system and to navigate such difficult perception of some of the natives?
Okay, you see, the first thing I would like to say is this. It's not like South Africans just go around looking for Nigerians to attack them. It's not really like that. There might be, sugarcoating what is happening here. And sometimes, some of these crises, our people also have their hands in what is causing these things. You see, some of our Nigerian brothers, they overdo, they do past themselves. Some of them live as if they own this country. They do a lot of things that spoils the name of the good Nigerians. So it's not like South Africans go around or South African police go around looking for Nigerians to arrest. No. This is when they have clash. It's either police come somewhere they want to arrest or something like that, and people start trying to prevent the police from doing their job. From there, something can happen. I've never really had those kind of encounter with police. But one thing I want to tell people is South African police, they are not difficult. One thing they're looking for is they want people to respect them. And some of our brothers on the street are very rude. So they challenge police, they disrespect police. It's difficult for you to see a South African police that will slap a citizen or a foreigner. It's difficult. Or they will just hold you and start beating you. No. Even when they stop you, they will greet you. How are you, sir? They will put sir when they greet you.
Courtesy.
When you give them attitude, that's when they change it for you.
Try.
Because you see, the psychology behind it is that person wearing that uniform is also feeling awkward. Like, people think when I stop them, I want to get something from them. That's why I'm stopping them. But they're just doing their job.
Did we carry over our Lagos mentality the same way we disrespect our police? Somebody came to this program and told me he lived in South Africa for 22 years. He said that our Nigerian brothers, he is a Nigerian, He said they are pompous, they are arrogant. And you also said it that some of our people carry themselves as if they own the country. Maybe that's why they have problem with the police.
They are arrogant. Sometimes, if you're a good Nigerian, you live here for over a decade, you don't want people to know you're a Nigerian. Even when you hear them, they are speaking, how far now, my brother, where you dey, what you just pretend as if you're not in Nigeria. You walk past them.
Sure.
The pride is too much. And the people in this place, they have their own culture. The culture is you get somewhere, you greet everybody there. Even if you are the head of your family, you get into a building, you must be the one to greet people. You see, so we come to their country, we want to change those things. We want to do things our own way. Or maybe we gather outside, we are making a lot of noise and somebody call police. And police come there and try to talk to you that, look, somebody have reported that people are making noise. Can you guys go into your different apartment or something? Then we want to be stubborn. We want to be rude. The police, they have their home. They also do some funny things that, police all over the world, we know what they do. So it might be some psychological thing, or they think that, oh, Nigerians is a good target. And because of those Nigerians who are committing crime, it now affects all Nigerians. When the police say Nigerian, you are a suspect because you're just because you're a Nigerian.
Wow.
You become a suspect.
Bro. Okay.
You see.
Thank you, sir.
But on the part you said that, how do I navigate my way around? South Africa is a very beautiful place.
I know.
And if you know the do and don't, you are free. You will live in this country without trouble. If you don't look for trouble, trouble will not look for you.
Thank you.
There are some places that is red flag in South Africa, like the downtown Johannesburg, Ebro, Dorfontein, Bertrams, Yeovil, Rosettenville. Those areas are high crime area.
Yep.
So if you see a quality Nigerian that wants his life to be saved, they don't leave those places.
Okay.
They only drive through those places.
Okay, yeah, I remember Jove.
And let me add this. When there is xenophobia and all those things, those are the places
I know.
they target.
I know. I've been to those places you mentioned. I've been to Hebrew. I've been to Jove. There's one that we have to trek inside the market. Where they sell. Yeah. So I've seen all of those, and truly, if you stay out of trouble and you don't look for trouble, trouble will not look for you. We are going to apply the principle of time management again here. Okay, I want so much out of you. Our viewers will feel like, oh, the interview is flowing, but me, I know what you carry. And now we have only touched a little surface of your music and a little of your South African journey. There's a question I still want you to address. Japa.
Okay.
And I want you to I'll try to make my own questions short. Sometimes I ask long questions because my channel is not just to hear the podcast is not just to hear your views. It's also to promote my own mindset, because it is if you asked Jimmy. So I'm coming from my own mindset to also bring other views to match. You don't have to agree with me, but to give the audience a broader perspective. Look at South Africa 20 years ago when you went there, and South Africa today. A lot of our people empty into South Africa. Now, if somebody says they want to come to South Africa today to hustle, Nigeria is even tougher now. That time they were running to South Africa. 20 years later, Nigeria situation is even harder than it used to be there. How will you advise that individual? Because some people believe that it's abroad, anything abroad, right from Ghana, Ivory Coast, just to escape the stress of Nigeria. Is this such an industrialized country that they can easily get job on the street? And have you advised people in the past that, guys, calm down, this is how this place is. If you want to come, I'm not saying don't come. And then they now come, they will feel like you don't want them to come. And then later they find out, maybe they should have listened to you. What's your experience on that? And if somebody says today, I want to come to where you are, what will you be saying to them?
Okay. I don't discourage people not to travel. You want to travel abroad, your choice. Make your choice. Think about it very well and know why you want to travel and just give it a try. But coming to South Africa now, if you ask me 15 years ago, say you want to come to South Africa, I will ask you a few questions and I will tell you to come. But right now, South Africa is not a destination for you to come and look for a job, because more than 30% of the people who are supposed to be working, who are citizens of the country, they don't have job.
Citizen, no.
So the unemployment rate in South Africa is very high. People are losing their job on a daily basis. And they've also implemented a system which is like South Africa First. So in every job they want to employ somebody, they have to look for a South
That's
African.
what Trump is doing in America. America First.
Yeah. So they have to look for a South African. Only when they can't find a citizen, then, and even at then, all these things politicians use law, to do all these things. So
it's also in Canada.
It doesn't look like they are biased, because globally things are getting tense. And when things get tense, a father will first of all feed his own children before he feeds their neighbor children. So let's not be emotional about it or sentimental about it. So it's not a place that you say you want to come and look for a job. If you want to come to South Africa now, it's either you want to come and invest, you have money to invest, or you want to come and study.
What about academics?
Get your study. Sorry?
What about academics, like people with PhD, professor? I think a lot of them used to get jobs then. They could.
Those kind of people can still come to South Africa.
Okay.
You can get jobs in the academics if you are a master degree holder, PhD holder, or you can come here and do your masters, do your PhD. And if you want to come here to work, it's very, very difficult.
Okay.
Because the amount of funds you will need to sustain yourself, you might not get a job for 4 to 6 months.
Okay.
Awesome. And the expenses to survive in South Africa for 1 month, you can use that money to survive in Nigeria for 8 months.
Yeah. Incidentally, recently, some people want to travel, and the next thing on their mind is, they should sell. Some people sold their houses to go to Canada, to go to America, to go to some other parts of the world. Some people sold all their assets. What's your view on that? Just to Japa, we are still on the topic of Japa.
Yeah, you see this Japa thing, people need to sit down and plan. Why do I want to live? Most of the time, people want to live where they are not comfortable with the environment they have, or if their dream is not being achieved where they are. So they want to move somewhere where they can, get some vitamin and grow their dream and, be happy with themselves, or when insecurity issue is becoming too much. And sometimes many people travel because they want to create a better future for themselves. Because we should not forget that part. So with that last point, I will tell anybody, look, if you have opportunity to travel. That's my summary. But before you japa, plan it. The planning can take you 2 years, can take you 3 years.
That planning is some people selling their houses. They don't have any other place to raise the fund. They have lost their jobs, or something has happened. There's no more hope. People are selling houses, selling cars, borrowing money. That with the hope that when they get there.
Before you sell your house to Japa, be sure that you have a job where you are going. Be very sure. I will advise people to first visit anywhere they want to Japa to. Go and visit, spend 2 to 3 weeks. Make your findings, make connections. Then you come back home, then you can retire from your job or resign or whatever. Selling your house in Nigeria to Japa, unless you already have the employment letter, If you don't have the employment letter, you sell your property,
like
you
a
carry
work
your
visa.
family. You see, abroad is not like Nigeria. You pay your rent, bills every month. So if you come alone, it's better. Whatever happens, you stay there, you make it work. But now the moment you come with your family, it becomes very difficult.
Wow.
Because now you don't, if you have a family of 5, you don't go and live in a 1-bedroom apartment. They won't give you the place. They will kick you out. Because there is a system in place. They will tell you 1-bedroom apartment is for 1 person. You want to live with your wife, few places can, accommodate 2 people in 1-bedroom apartment. You see, now
Right.
you have 3 children, your wife and yourself, 5 of you wants to japa, and you are not calculating how much is the rent there, how much will food cost. You are just looking, almost some $4,000 in Canada. Fine. You get there, you get the $4,000 and you are spending 3.3 for expenses. You are left with $700. Then now you are now regretting. So you need to plan before you think of japa.
Yeah.
And you also need to watch which country are you japping to. It's not every country you should go. One country there, they say you feel no. You need to, do your research properly.
Awesome.
Be sure that country is English-speaking country. They are operating democracy in that country. The government is good, because you see people go to so many places. Now, they just keep people in like in Libya now. A lot of Nigerians are in prison. Just because they are Nigeria or something happened, they just arrest them and put them in prison. Some of them will work for people. Those people don't want to pay them. They call police on them. They put them in prison.
Dubai.
So people need to
Qatar. Iraq.
Before you jump, you need to think about it very well.
Awesome.
Think about it very well.